Louisiana, most strawberry growers set out their plants in the fall and harvest the following spring. Number 2, the flavor of a strawberry is influenced by the weather, the variety of strawberry, and how ripe the berry is when it's picked. Number 3, strawberries are a great source of vitamin C. Number 4, strawberries are the only fruit that have seeds on the outside. And number 5, strawberry plants generally stay in the ground for only one production cycle. Thanks for joining me today. Let's get jamming. Before you get started making your jam, make sure that you have an adult present. This can be a very hot process and adult supervision is necessary. Let's wash our hands and get started. For this recipe, you'll need 5 cups of crushed strawberries, 7 cups of sugar, and 1 box of fruit pectin. I like to sterilize my jars first. To do this, I boil a pot of water and pour over the jars as seen here. Next, it's time to wash your berries. I put all of my berries on one side of the sink, and as I wash them, I transfer them to the other side. Now it's time to cap your berries. This means to remove the cap or the green leafy stem part of the strawberry. Then you're going to wash your berries a second time. Next, crush your strawberries. This can be done with a food processor or a potato masher, whichever you have on hand. Now that I have my berries ready, my 7 cups of sugar measured out, and my jars sterilized, it's time to start cooking. In a large saucepan, I'm going to add 5 cups of crushed strawberries and 1 box of fruit pectin. You're going to bring this mixture to a rolling boil. A rolling boil is one that does not stop bubbling when it's stirred. While bringing this to a rolling boil, you're going to stir constantly so that your berries don't stick to the bottom of your saucepan. And while I have this going, I've got my lids over here. They're going to start simmering in a few minutes, and this is just to sterilize those once again. This is what a rolling boil looks like. Once your mixture has reached a rolling boil, you're going to add 7 cups of sugar. You're going to return this mixture to a rolling boil and stir constantly. When the mixture reaches a rolling boil, you're going to set your timer for 1 minute. You're going to boil the mixture for 1 minute and stir the entire time. This part can get extremely hot, so please be careful. At the end of 1 minute, it's time to transfer your mixture into your jars. I like to do this part over the sink because it can get quite messy. So I'm going to take my jar. I'm going to ladle my jam into my jar. It might take a couple scoops. I'm going to wipe the jar lid, or the rim. I'm going to place my 2-piece lid on it. Then I'm going to repeat the process until I run out of jam. The final step is to process your jars of jam in a canner. You'll place your jars onto the canner rack and lower into canner. The water will cover the jars by a few inches. Bring to a gentle boil. Process your jam for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, remove the jars from the canner and place on a rack to cool. After the jars cool, check the lid of the jar to make sure they sealed properly. You've now completed all of the steps for making strawberry jam. You can now enjoy your jam all year long. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make strawberry jam.